Test. I think we're live. Sports fans, what's going on? Patrick over here at Ghost Picks ATS coming at you with the free play of the day and our first ever free parlay of the day. I'm going to start doing this with college basketball. There's been a lot of comments. The YouTube analytics don't lie too. So from now on this channel, we have the college basketball parlay of the day. Will be just small play as always. You know, all you got to do on these three teamers is hit 1 out of 6 to break even. So with that being said, there will always be three teamers because you really start to lose EV after the third team. But anyways, we are live. I am Ghost Picks Patrick. We do sports betting around here. There have been a few more views, a few new incomers. So wanted to give a little breakdown of what I do here before getting into our free plays of the day. I do break down every one of my plays on here. If I have a free play, I don't just say it. I usually go in depth on why I'm taking them and give you a little insight. If there is, a reason you're on the opposite side or whatever, or maybe it gives you even more of a reason to take the opposite side, that's all right. Can't hit every game, and that's a fact. It happens across all the industries. Some people get upset when you're on the team that's the opposite of what they like that day. Hey, it's okay. It happens. But let's get on into it. So yesterday, top tier play, 6-unit play on Arizona minus the 11.5. That continues the top tier streak. The top tier play of the day has been on fire over the past week or so. Same thing with the free plays. Subtract Sunday. Saturday was an all-time just awful. I mean, that was I wouldn't go over that a little more in depth, and I will. I've actually got 2 of the teams that we went against on that day in our talks today. So we'll get into that here actually in just a second. First, couple things I want to go over. My 6-unit top tier play of the day. It's already up and on the website. You can get it for $15. It's an automatic download, so you click the link, purchase it, and you get the automatic write-up and everything. It also comes with the $75 week package, which is $25 off with the promo code JIMBO, JIMBO. Shoo! All right, yeah. So quick things. First things first. I am Ghost Picks Patrick. Do sports betting insight over here. My premium content is available at ghostpicksats.com. You can, if you're on a computer, you can scan the QR code below me. If you're a high-tech young nerd or whatever, or if you're old, doesn't matter. You still just take a picture of that thing down bottom, and it'll take you straight to the website where you can view premium content. You can also just do it the natural way. Type in ghostpicksats.com/team-Patrick. Check it out. Yeah, so top tier plays in NCAA basketball have really been clicking. The smaller plays have not been hitting over the past 3 days. Last week was a phenomenal week up until Sunday, and then bounced right back yesterday. But yeah, our small tier plays first halves have been absolutely dominant, but have been struggling in the second half of those games. Almost a couple monster days, but a couple of those smaller plays falling apart in the second half. But top tier plays, all the write-ups have been, right on. So keeping us in there, and gotta love that. Let's see. Keep it rolling. The golf podcast will be coming out today for the first ever Waste Management Tournament. We'll get a little breakdown, some golfers that we like, some insight, as well as talking a little bit of DFS for golf. So a lot going on, a packed slate with football coming to an end. I'm all about the NFL season, NCAA football season. Now that that's coming to an end, we get into NCAA basketball, NBA basketball, golf. We do a lot around here. So thanks for tuning in. Let's see if we can't get you a top-notch free play, get back on that streak. So we had 8 straight free plays on here, NCAA basketball free plays before Saturday. I came on here, and I love that. I talked for 30 minutes about a couple different ball games. They lost terribly. Alabama was one of them, in particular. They went 2 for 26 from three-point land. They're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country volume-wise, and that was just not one of their days. Sometimes it happens. It sucks when you're on that side, but hey, it happens. But hey, let's get into our free play of the day. I'll start off with the free play of the day. We'll get right on into that, and then I'll drag along with the parlay of the day. This video won't be too much longer, maybe 10 minutes in total. Talk about the St. John's game for a minute here, and then dive into these 3 games of the parlay of the day. So first off, St. John's at home versus Villanova. Justin Champagne, when he scores 20+, St. John's wins, and they definitely cover. Villanova's been one of these teams. Saturday, UConn and Villanova, right there, those two teams. I had UConn plus the points against Villanova. It was at Villanova, which was a little bit bold because Villanova is one of the best home teams in the country. One thing that they do very well is shoot the ball at home. And against a UConn team that has one of the best defenses in the country, I thought they would minimize that a little bit and play a tight game. Villanova had their best shooting night of the season, and they still only won by 11 points. They shot 60% from the field. They shot 60% from the three. They shot 90% from the line. They didn't turn the ball over, and they only won by 11. Only 11, it sounds like obviously a little more than what we would like to see, but Villanova played nearly a perfect game in that ball game at home. I like both the opposite sides today. It was the same. So something I do is go against the team that I just lost on. So, for example, Duke versus Virginia yesterday. I had Virginia as one of my premium plays plus the 11 points. I like Carolina as a free play on Saturday, and obviously they got destroyed. Start to finish, they got their asses handed to them. They couldn't hit a shot. All the open shots they had, bricks. And I thought Duke played very well. They had a lot of energy. That game meant a lot to them. So that game, sometimes you're just wrong. I was wrong. I was not wrong about Virginia. I said it was a, trap game for Duke. UNC was a very emotional game. You got a midweek letdown coming up against a Virginia team that has played Duke well over the past, and Virginia gets the easy cover, and they even win the game as an 11-point dog. I could see the same thing today with this St. John's and Villanova game. Even though Villanova played an absolutely phenomenal game and an emotional game against UConn, going to St. John's, I like the fast-paced tempo of St. John's in this ball game. Justice Champagne, it really depends on him. But Gillespie has led this Villanova team to a undefeated record at home. They're phenomenal. They shoot almost 60% effective field goal percentage at home. Not tonight. Not against this St. John's that his team is very feisty. They get a lot of steals. They pressure you all game long. It's going to be a just absolute scrap for Villanova. You had Connecticut on Saturday, and you got Seton Hall coming up as your next game. This St. John's game on the road is not one that I think is one to take lightly, and the book agrees. So as I've released this video, I put up all my things. St. John's line has moved to 4 points. So my free play of the day is St. John's plus 4 versus Villanova. I think it is a phenomenal situational spot for St. John's, and they also match up pretty damn well. With that being said, parlay of the day. Right on into the next one. So 3 games here, and this is a smaller play. And as far as things go, my top tier plays, you range from 5 to 7 units, and then it goes down from there. So smaller plays, 3 units, 2 units. Free plays usually range from that 1 to 3 unit range. And if you're playing parlays, you just got to know, parlays, they're plus 600 because the odds of hitting them are not very great. So take that with a grain of salt. You play these lightly. These are more for fun, action, but all these I will be playing straight up as well. Let's get right on into it. UConn at home versus Marquette. I'm going right back to them. I think UConn's one of the best teams in the country. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me, can't get fooled again. I like UConn minus the 6 points. I think Marquette has been playing some of the best basketball in the country, but man, do I think they are overrated. They have matched up very well in certain situations, and they take advantage of that. The redemption of Shaka Smart is in full effect, but not tonight, not at UConn, not against this team that's coming off a loss against a Villanova team that I thought UConn played well. If you watch that game, Villanova hit every shot imaginable. A tough shot, contested shot, open shot, it didn't matter. 60% from the field, 60% from 3, and the 90% from the line. 60, 60, 90, you're not going to win. Tough game for UConn there. I expect a huge, big bounce-back performance from one of the best teams in the country, in my opinion. That Big East is no joke. They are tough, week in, week out. So UConn minus the 6 against Marquette. Let's roll. Indiana, if INDNW, that is Indiana versus Northwestern. A little bit of a slight contrarian, I guess, play over here thinking about this. Got Indiana, who's a great defensive team, and then Northwestern, who plays at a little bit of a – actually, they play one of the faster paces in the Big Ten. But this one is all about aggression. Northwest is one of the most aggressive defenses in college basketball as far as fouls go. They hack the hell out of you. Fouls lead to longer games, lead to more possessions, lead to more points. While I don't think this game is exactly one that soars over, I think 136. So that is my second one there. Northwestern, over. It's going to be a long, drawn-out game. A lot of fouls. Northwest also likes to play pretty fast. So, if they do get behind on Indiana, they will be picking up the pace, and Lord knows they will foul you. Almost every game this year, they've given 20-plus free throw attempts. The only games that have not gone over were the games against teams that shoot like a ton of threes and are not very aggressive against Northwestern. So keep that in mind. Indiana, Northwestern, over 136. Now, the last one here, this one will be a premium play. It will be a 2-unit, small premium play. This one's a blind play here. So these two teams, it is Portland at San Francisco. These two teams played 2 days ago at Portland. It was a 3-point game. So now you're looking, it's Portland at San Francisco, and it's an 18-point spread. How is that the case? This line absolutely reeks. This is a blind pick. Absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think San Francisco has about a top 30, top 35 team in the country. They are damn good. College basketball over the past 2 years or so has really grown. There's depth. There's about 45 teams in this country that are pretty damn good, and a lot of them are in the Mountain West, West Coast Conference. Like, there's teams that out of conferences that you wouldn't normally expect that can play some basketball. San Francisco is one of those. They played this game at Portland 2 days ago like they knew that they had Portland again 2 days later at home. They came out in the first half lazy, slow, didn't care. It looked like they had no interest in the basketball game. They're losing by 7 at the half as a 15-point favorite. They come out in the second half, absolutely roll Portland, and lead on into today's game. I think San Francisco might win this game by 35 points. This is just one of these games that's a terrible matchup for Portland, and San Francisco, not out for blood necessarily, but now they understand how to play Portland a little better. They know what they can do to win. I don't think they start out nearly as slow as last game. They have a great coaching staff, and I expect them to get after it early. So we're going to go ahead and take the San Francisco Dons minus the 18. Almost reeks. That line is definitely a little suspect there. So with that being said, we will wrap it up here. Premium content is available at ghostpicksats.com/Team Patrick. You can also check it out with the QR code down bottom if you have a telephone, or if you're on YouTube on the computer, you can check this out by taking a picture of that QR code. It'll take you straight to the website. But as you can see, premium plays have been very good, especially top tier plays. The smaller premium plays, I look to turn those around, maybe get a little more into the first half picks. But then again, I stick to my model, I stick to my numbers, and for the most part, the top tier plays show that they are working. Just need to tone it down a little bit with the smaller plays. I think that about does it. Thanks for tuning in. I am Ghost Picks Patrick. If you're just tuning in for the end here, for the free plays, I am taking St. John's versus Villanova. Villanova is a completely different team, home and away. One of the biggest, actually, home-road discrepancies in college basketball. And St. John's with Justin Champagne has a phenomenal matchup. That line has since dropped to 4. So St. John's +4 is the official free play of the day. And for those people out there who want a little action on across the board, a little parlay of the day, a little sprinkle on UConn, Indiana, Northwestern over 136, and the San Francisco Dons minus the 18 points. Always bet responsibly. Thanks for joining in. Good luck. God bless. Grind on. And we'll catch you back here tomorrow with another free play of the day and another free parlay of the day. Peace. I'm out of here. Have a great day. Thanks for joining in.